Okay, everybody. You know who it is. You know who it is. Y'all know who it is. This is Zio Cosma, and it's time to start this. This is actually, well, today is Friday, and this is part 7. I'm actually really doing good. Part 7, pretty much. Part 7. Part 7, it's really more about long distance relationships. So, I don't know. Like, in long distance relationships, I see that some people take it serious, some people don't. But, you know, like I said in my other videos before, I don't want you guys to look at this as it's boring. You know, like, oh, what he's saying is just nonsense, you know? It's not really supposed to be like a dating series. It's actually supposed to just get people to understand each other. I mean, friends, boyfriend and girlfriends, you know? Because, I mean, I have a friend who lives in Texas. We've been friends for about 7 or 8. It has to be 7, 8, or 9 years. We met in 2008. I mean, it's not like we met each other face to face, but we've been talking on the phone for so long that there's been arguments left and right, but we always still friends. You know what I mean? So you can't always say that, oh, okay, well, this person don't talk to me for what? For 2 years, or 3 months, or 4 months, or 5 years, and it's like you're gonna cut off you wanna just cut off the friendship. Don't do that. It's not right to do that because you don't know down the line that that person might be a cool person. That person might be somebody that you want to actually share some secrets with, you know? So, in a relationship, that's the same way. But it's a little bit different because some people take it seriously, like I said. It's not easy to actually just date the person because sometimes you don't know what they look like. If they have a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, you know, some sort of social networking device. Well, I mean, I say like, a cell phone is not a social networking device. It's just cell phone. What I'm saying is that when you can communicate on a social network, like if you're talking on a cell phone, that's cool. You talk on a house phone, it's cool. But if you have a social network account, KIK, Facebook, Snapchat, Vine, Twitter, all these other places, Tumblr, whatever you use to post pictures or anything, like Instagram, if that person sees you like, oh, this is what you look like, I mean, they're gonna think like your voice and your body, two different things. Two different. Two different. So it's always good not to judge. Like I said in my other video, do not judge your book by its cover, because people do that a lot. People like to judge. People like to criticize. So in my opinion, I have friends that I don't judge about because, you know, like I said, my friend, she's white. She lives in Texas with me, black, African. We don't judge each other. So, I mean, we have a good common ground. Our friendship is like really tight. So it's not like we're these kind of people that, you know, okay, I knew you for what, 3 years and the whole friendship is tight, but not tight enough. So I'm just saying to you guys that it's great to do what you do. And, you know, like, it's cool to have friends. It's cool to be in a relationship. But there's some boundaries sometimes. Like I said, you always have to match the picture with their voice, but sometimes it doesn't. So it's like, you sound different. You sound like, you know, it's not because technology make our voice sound different. It's because that's just the way we sound. Most people say like I sound like a white person on the phone, but is that really me? No, it's not. So what I'm trying to let you understand that it's great, it's awesome to meet somebody, it's awesome to hang out with a person, in reality. But if it's just a long distance, because let's say you met this person on Facebook or on Twitter or maybe Instagram, but they live where? Maybe in Miami, Texas, Florida, Georgia, New Jersey, Alabama, Tennessee, whatever, Mississippi. If they live in North Carolina, South Carolina, Chicago, whatever, if they live far away from you and you don't try to actually make time, because I mean, like, yeah, I understand you got a job, you don't, want to take a day off, but if you can during a holiday or during the summer, you can try to, take a day off and go meet the person. And then when you meet the person, you wouldn't, because I mean, just on the phone alone, it's not bad, but hanging out with the person, because I mean, when you talk to the person, even if you have a laptop or if you have an iPhone, I know you can do FaceTime. If you have a laptop, you can, or a desktop, you can do Uvu, or you can do Skype. So long distance relationships, sometimes it's both ways. It's good and it's bad, because the bad side about it, you're far away from that person. Now it's like, okay, now you get in serious that you want to date the person. Now how would you guys, so it's more of like, okay, she doesn't want to leave her state, you don't want to leave your state, but one of you guys got to leave your state and move over to that person's state, find a job over there, and make new friends and all this crazy things. You know what I mean? So it's hard. It's hard because sometimes the people that we try to date in our state, it's not easy because, sometimes they're not our type. Sometimes it's always good sometimes to spread out, look around other states, other countries maybe, because you might find somebody in another state that has the same chemistry as you. But even if you're looking for new friends, sometimes social networking is a good place. But sometimes you gotta be a little bit careful with social network. The social network can be really bad. So what I'm saying is that right now, in this day and age of this generation, we do a lot of crazy things. I mean, for me to have a friend, it's not as easy. But for you to have a friend, it might be easy. Because, the chemistry, you might have the same outcome, you know what I mean? You might have the same favorite TV show, favorite colors, favorite food, favorite, I don't know, everything, whatever, So, you're friends. I mean, sometimes when another person from another state wants to be your friend, no. But you've been friends with this person because you both live in the same state. You both went to the same, elementary, middle, and high school, and college. Or you just met in middle school to high school. Or you met in high school and you both went to college. And then it's like you're still friends, that. But, I mean, there's some people out there who says, one of my besties lives in this state because she moved. Sometimes your best friend will move out from another state to another state, and then it's like, well, since your best friend is living in California and you live in New Jersey, so it's like you still keep a contact with Facebook, Instagram, maybe Skype, Uvu, stuff like that. So you still keep a contact. But at the end of the day, your friendship starts to go the other way. Why? Because you're not close to each other. So that's why I'm saying it's not bad, to have friends that lives in different states, but it's always good to know who are your friends, Because like I said, don't judge a book by its cover. That was part 6. Because I wanted to do a long distance relationship for part 6, but I decided that we like to judge. We like to criticize about people's looks and the way they act. But I'm just going to put it this way, that you can't always judge people. If you don't see them, but you only talk to them on the phone, don't judge that person. You know, I feel like it's wrong and rude to judge somebody because it's a long distance relationship. And some people, like I said, some people take it seriously. So I'm just giving you some advice, something that you can take, something that you can say that okay, this person actually. But if you don't like my advices, you don't have to. If you don't like the way I do this whole thing, it's up to you. It's up to you. Because I'm here today on a Friday this weekend just to do this video to let you guys understand that it's about having fun. You know, I mean, it's about knowing the person, because you might have, because I know some of us want friends where we can just laugh, goof around, and still be friends. But it's hard because I'm like, really? Like, that's you? This is the way you act? Mm-mm. I don't want to hang out with you. You know what I mean? But, I mean, you know, that's just how life is sometimes. Sometimes we want to be ourselves, but it's hard. Because I don't know you, I'm just going to make you be my acquaintance for, 3 years until I can get used to you, until I get comfortable with this person. Until I get comfortable with somebody, I can't really say that we're going to be friends. You know what I mean? So if I don't text you or call you or anything like that for a day or so, it's like we're not friends. You know what I mean? Because you don't reply back to my, you know? So, because friends always would call, text, everything. You know what I mean? Or try to give you a social network account. Like, like, type in this name on Facebook. Type in this name on Instagram. Type in this name on KIK. Or type in this name on Snapchat. And, you know, the WhatsApp app. You know what I mean? I mean, if you type it in, they want to keep a contact. They want to, like, oh, this is where you went. Oh, I saw your pictures on Instagram, and you went to the club with these people, and yada yada yada, and all this, you know. So it's a thing, you know. So I say that long distance relationships, long distance for just for friends, it's hard, but it's real. It happens. I don't say that it's bad. It's good, and it has its good and bad side. I look at it both ways, because, like I said before, if you love the person, it's hard for you to move, because if she doesn't want to move or the guy doesn't want to move, one of you guys got to move to live with each other. And the thing is that sometimes long distance relationship can end really bad, because let's say you move in, let's say the guy moved in with her, and now what happens? 3 years later, 4 years later, things went wrong. Now it's like, I don't know nothing about Ohio. Now what am I going to do in Ohio? I better move out, find my own place, or just go back to New Jersey, or go back to Florida. You know what I mean? So it has its variations, because you live with this person for so long. Now because the thing is that you be talking on the phone for so long that you're comfortable talking to the person on the phone. But when you start living with the person, you're not comfortable anymore, because now you see how they act and the way they do their stuff. You don't want to. You don't. That's why I feel like me and my friend, we talk on the phone for so long that I'm not gonna discriminate the way she acts or the way she lives if we were living together. No, I'll be like, oh, it's cool, it's awesome, you know, because this is who they are, because sometimes people's true color do show really quick, really fast. But all I'm saying right now to you guys, it's an option. It's up to you to decide. Do you really love this person? Do you really want to live with this person and all these other things? Because, you got to understand that there's going to be times where this person is going to be tired and going to be lazy, and she doesn't want to cook, or he doesn't want to cook, or he doesn't want to do laundry, or she doesn't want to do laundry. So it's like one of the persons got to be the strongest person to step up sometimes and say, clean your room, do the dishes, clean the bathroom, or do laundry, or take out the trash. It's simple. That's what long distance relationship is going to happen when you both live in the same apartment. So I'm going to say it like this. To end it, I'm gonna say give it a try. And oh well, I wouldn't say like that. I wouldn't say like that. I would say like this, because I'm gonna do my quotes. So before I start my quote, I'm going to end it like this. Before you decide to move in with this person, and before you get all intimate with this person, it's better to have trust, because now in this generation there's no trust. It's all about that's all we want, pretty much. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying right now. It's all about trust. So it's all about trust and honesty. So before I live with you, you got to tell me everything about you. You like every, because like I said, take the time to know yourself before you start judging other people. Take the time to know yourself. Because if you don't take the time to know yourself, and somebody lives with you for 4 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, and they know you, they really don't know you. Because like, I know people always say, like, oh, the only people that would know you is your friends. They know you for who you are. That's a lie. They don't really know you. You know yourself, but you really don't know yourself until you actually know yourself by taking the time to understand yourself. So, like I said, before you get intimate with somebody in a long distance relationship, because you don't know them, because you have not hang out with them for what? A year, 2 years, you never hang out with them. 3 years, you never hang out with them. 4 years, you never hang out with them. 5. So I'm going to end it like this. Get to know yourself before you start doing a long distance relationship with somebody. Or if you just want friends from another state, don't do that. Because you don't know who the person is. Because you don't know how they're going to be act. So it's pretty much, you have to set a boundary. First, number 1, know yourself. 2, set a boundary. Set a boundary so you know who you're talking to and who you're trying to open up your feelings to. Those are the 2 things. Take the time to know yourself and take the time to know somebody. Alright, so I'm going to say, let's start the quotes. Alright, it's time to do some quote. It's time to do some quotes. It's time to do some quotes. Quotes. It's time to do some quotes. It's time to do some quotes. Quotes. Let's do some quotes. Alright, the quote of the day. This is something I usually just pick up from the internet because, I feel like, sometimes at the end of the day, you just want something to calm you, to make you relax, to feel. I usually do two, but I do one because, I don't want my videos to be too long. But I'm just going to say it like this. If someone truly loves you, distance is not a problem. It's just the power of making love grow each day. So it can be both ways, for a relationship or, just friendship. So, if you love that person for a relationship, if you care about that person as a friend, then, just the power of making love grows each day. But, it's the power. Because that strength of friendship for friends is so strong. And that power of relationship is so strong that you would not care. Even if you saw them on Instagram, you saw what they look like, you would not even care. Like, I don't care. I know you for who you are. I don't care. I love you. That's a relationship. I don't care. I will always be your friend. You're my bestie. That's friendship. So now, that's pretty much, what it is for long distance. Long distance relationship is all about knowing the person and not judging. Because pretty much, it's really playing like a blindfold game. It's like you're closing your eyes and you go, I pick. Let me pick somebody. You! Why? Because they want to get to know you, and down the line, if things go good, you're friends. If things go real good, your boyfriend and girlfriend. So, all I say is, like I said, take the time to know yourself and take the time to know that person. Because if you don't know who that person is, then they're not going to be your friend, or they're not going to be somebody you want to date. So, I gonna say Zio is signing out. This is Zio Cosmo signing out. Later.